Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 11th episode of Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou, or A Girl's Last Tour. And just slightly late on it. So, the last episode, our girls Yuri and Chito went on a bit of a train ride, like a very large train, which I assume carries cargo because you wouldn't need a train that large for people, especially in a world where people are pretty scarce. I'm not entirely sure how the train's still moving, but one thing I'm sure is that it probably doesn't get a lot of actual use. Yuri and Chito are probably the first customers, quote-unquote, that he's seen in a while. And they had a bit of a discussion about speed and the spinning of the Earth and all that. Some pretty advanced science that just kind of goes over my head. But speaking of science, we have the radio that they found a while ago. It starts to actually make sound, like picking up radio waves. And they also had a bit of a discussion about how music and songs can affect emotions and all that, and got a bit of a sad song/scene setting to demonstrate that. But, you know, that was that. But the most important thing of the entire episode was they got a new pet. Its name is apparently Nuko, because, you know, they were asking if it was a cat. It tried to say cat. It failed to say cat. It said Nuko, and that kind of just became its name, I guess. At least if the MyAnimeLIst page is to be believed. Which is fine. We need a name for it after all. We could probably do better than Nuko, but it's fine. The interesting thing about this creature, well, one of the interesting things about this creature, is the fact that it speaks through the radio, I guess. But what's more interesting than that is the fact that it's voiced by Hanakana. And if you find a creature in the wilderness that's voiced by Hanakana, you keep it, you take care of it, you snuggle it, and you love it. So, let's get into the next episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. My intro thing there might have been a bit too long, but, I mean, if people don't like it, they can always skip it, so it's fine. Do not eat Hanakana. It's so cute. I don't even know what it is, but I want one. Don't feed ammunition to your pet. For several reasons, really. Oh wow, it's in the opening! So yeah, Nuko is gonna be part of the group now. I really am excited to see how Nuko changes up the dynamic. Because until now, I've only really had each other to talk to. And now they have Nuko. I don't know how talkative Nuko is, really. You know, considering how small Nuko is, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually ended up losing her. I'm assuming it's female because it's voiced by a female voice actress. Admittedly, it doesn't really guarantee anything with anime, but it gives me a reason to lean that way as far as what its gender is, if it has one. Spit it out. I don't know. We don't know what this thing is. Well, I mean, of course it could swallow it. It's just a matter of not whether it can digest it. Apparently it likes bullets. I would consider that to be a bad sign, honestly. Considering what a war-torn world this apparently was. It could very well be some kind of biological weapon. With an adorable voice. Oh no. Having Yuri as a teacher. It's so cute. I don't want to keep saying that, but... It's actually drooling a little bit. But yeah, I would take its love of beating bullets as a bad sign, to be honest. Don't stick the whole thing in your mouth if you can't fit it. Man, Nuko is still trying it. You need to be a book there? Yes. Doesn't tell us a lot, though. Well, I can. That I can't quite read. But that's not because of the letters, it's because of the resolution and size. Trading this, Nuko. Oh, wow. I'm getting an idea of Nuko's personality. It's strangely similar to Yuri's personality. Oh, she really was. That's not gonna work. You could barely eat that thing. You don't want to put on weight, Nuko. I do kind of want to see Nuko attempt to eat that big one. Man, what kind of culture would that be normal in? Yeah. More like a lot of them. That's a good point. Interesting that we saw that before they did. But yeah, what exactly is that? I don't think that's the intended use of it. I mean, my first guess was some kind of solar energy capturing device, but I have very little to base that on. I love you, Nuko. Man, Nuko maybe might come in handy. I mean, somebody must be broadcasting that, so... if they can find them. I wonder if Nuko is just gonna progressively grow bigger and bigger as the series goes on, just they keep feeding them bigger and bigger bullets. A good way to put it. I want it so badly. Here we go. Because some people hit other people in the head with sticks, and rocks fall. They'll start shooting at you the moment you take your helmet off. Like that pipe you're about to drive under. Of course, the helmet might not help too much in that case. Do you hate wearing the helmet that much? Oh, jeez. There you go. That's why you wear a helmet. Okay, somebody just being mean now. This thing only goes so fast, though. Is that a robot? It kind of looks like one. But that really was terrible timing. Even the coughing is so cute. Yeah, so we learned our lesson about the importance of helmets. The robots you met before. And then the anime becomes a mech anime. Piloted by Nuko. You know, I was joking, but if they could start piloting this thing, that'd be really... But yeah, I'm pretty sure Nuko is some kind of human creation. Let's not. You fell for it. Just don't activate the self-destruct sequence. Or hit the wherever the radio waves are coming from. It's a good thing they're in there. I don't know how helpful the helmet would have been against that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure war has a lot to do with why the world ended up the way it is, if they have weaponry that powerful. Yeah, I wonder why. It would be an unfair comparison. I think that's safe to say. Well, T-10 didn't do anything wrong. It was the people piloting it. Exactly. That's almost word for word what I said. And then usually it's a higher up giving that guy orders. Seriously. How can we forget you, Nuko? Yeah, better than being out there with the fire. Yes. Because otherwise you'd get rained on. Yeah, but at least it protects you against screws and stuff. I think it was a sprinkler, but close enough. It could be. It's out. That's still pretty good. I'm starting to really worry about Nuko. I would strongly suggest not eating Nuko for so many reasons. Yeah, that couldn't be good for you. I wouldn't tempt her. But that looks really cool. Oh, I bet she wants to eat you. Nuko at the top. Nuko will eat them all in the end. I get what you're saying, but I mean, my guess that would be gathering wind energy. And that there's the kind of thing that's 3D CG animation is really helpful with. Well, you can make predictions about the future, but... You know, if Yuri did eat Cheeto, she would have nobody to have philosophical conversations with, so it's best not to. Is that a fenced-off area? At first I thought they were going up to like an edge and they would, you know, that they could fall off of. That's what she said. I mean, it kind of looked like a giant submarine. I'm sure everything expensive in this world was probably a weapon. Or AI robots managing food production facilities. What, do you have a solution to this? Never lose this little creature. Oh. Are you okay? Okay. That'd be very sad if we lost Nuko. But yes, quite clearly made by humans. I'm referring to Nuko. Sure wish I could read some of these signs and episode part titles. Well, the train was running, so... Man, going from that to the ending theme was really bright. But yeah, a little bit of a cliffhanger there, I guess, sort of. But yeah, it's only been an episode, and Nuko has already proved herself to be quite a valuable member of the team. Both for the entertainment factor, the cuteness factor, and the practicality factor. Being able to unlock stuff, activate stuff. Though you do have to feed her, obviously, a healthy diet of bullets and fuel. But it's a small price to pay. So that was the 11th episode of Shoujo Shuumatsu Ryokou. And this episode, Nuko is a part of the group. She's adjusting quite nicely, I would say. And we are learning all sorts of things about her. Aside from the fact that she likes to, copy some of the things she hears, in the case of Yuri, who's maybe a bit of a bad influence on poor Nuko. But we know about Nuko's diet. She likes to eat bullets, even ones that might be a bit too big for her, and to drink fuel. So, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Nuko is some kind of man-made biological weapon. I don't know if that's what its purpose is, really. Like, is it going to end up being a threat to Yuri and Chito some point down the line? Like, after it absorbs enough weaponry to explode or something? I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't come down to that, because I would be very sad if Nuko exploded. But even that might not cause as much damage as Yuri caused as soon as she found a mecha. She basically fired off a missile and stuff with the weaponry on the mecha. And it pretty much just stood there and laughed as the city was engulfed in flames in front of her. To the point where Chito actually punched her, and that scene got intense pretty quickly. At least she apologized for it, so. But yeah, definitely get an idea that war had a lot to do with the state that the world's currently in. But before that, they had a conversation about helmets, and, like, do we really need these helmets? Like, nobody fires at us, I mean, it's fine, and then a bunch of crap falls on their heads, quickly proving that yes, in fact, those helmets would very much come in handy, especially if some psychopath ends up shooting you with a mecha. Those are the kind of situations that a helmet does come in handy in. But yeah, another talent that Nuko seems to have, aside from like unlocking things and whatnot, she was able to point them in the direction of where the radio waves were coming from. And they got there, and what they found was, I assume it was a large submarine. I could be wrong, but they went inside of it, and they didn't actually see anyone in there. I doubt there's anyone in there. I mean, it's not impossible. You never know, you might find people in a setting like this. But they did kind of cliffhanger us. We didn't really get to see all of that. I don't know if that's... We're actually getting close to the end of the series, so that might be a really plot-relevant ship there. I don't know. I am looking forward to the next episode either way, so let me know what you thought of the anime. What's that of my reaction in the comment section below? Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.